Oh, you are? Okay, perfect. I'll see you tomorrow and I'll call back. Yeah, they text me tomorrow. Well, this way, we want to get great information. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was nice.
Brian, you want it outside? Yeah, right.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Wait for me?
Yes,
Okay, fine, tell me. And she goes, let's go back to the break.
you're taking the blame for that, Ms.
I'm taking the blame for it. Yes.
Very noble.
We don't believe you.
Good move, Jim.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yes, ma'am.
Consent agenda approval. Approval of all consent agenda items as presented. Be it resolved, the motion to approve the consent agenda items 10A through 14A. Consent agenda items are approved via single vote unless they are removed from the consent item prior to the vote. Okay, can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
I'd like to say a couple of things. One, I'd like to welcome 3 new hires that we have. One is Jessica Boyoya, a guidance counselor that we hired for the high school. So welcome, Jessica. I had a great conversation with Jessica, and I think that you are going to be a great asset to the high school. We welcome you to the guidance department, and we look to many, many years of your service with us and working collaboratively with you to help our students at the high school. So welcome, Jessica.
Thank you.
The second person we have is Joe Pye. Joe is Joseph is joining our PE and health department. So I've known Joe for many, many years. Joe is a Center Richards resident. He's gone through the Center Richards School District. He has gone above and beyond, and I think everything we've asked you to do, Joe, your conversation with me for the final round of the interview process was very impressive. You presented in a very poised, charismatic, confident way, and I think that you are going to be a great asset to our physical education department. I welcome you to the Center Richards School District. And our final teacher candidate we have is Alyssa Kluber, and she is joining our special education program at the high school. And Alyssa, I do have to say, I've interviewed many, many people throughout my career, and I think you gave me one of the best responses I've ever had in my entire career. You said to me, you mentioned your husband's career and the fact that he teaches in a different district. And you said, my husband, Sean, has his family, and I'm not gonna mention the district because we wanna keep that confidential. And you said, now I have my family that is Center Richards. And from my perspective, as someone who has been an administrator with the district for 21 years, who resides in the district, who has 3 students, 3 kids that have gone through the district, that meant so much to me. It really did. The fact that you are coming in and you're going to make Center Richards your home, like I said, in all of the years, that was one of the best responses that I had. So I think that you are going to be a tremendous asset to the special education department. I think you bring really interesting array of talents and skills to the high school. And I'm very happy to welcome you to the special education department at the high school.
Thank you.
All right, one final thing that I have to mention, and it is the retirement of Mr. Michael Kaczynski. So, Michael, we need your attention for one second, come on. So, it's always Lisa's fault. Everything is Lisa's fault. So tonight we recognize and celebrate Mr. Michael Kaczynski, known affectionately to all as Keith, who will retire on June 30th, 2025, after 25 years of service to the Center Richards School District. Since joining the district in September 2000, he has made an extraordinary impact, not only as a high school math teacher, but as a coach, mentor, and leader. He has guided students through the challenges of mathematics with patience, clarity, and a deep belief in their potential. Beyond the classroom, Ski gave his time and energy in countless ways, coaching wrestling and tennis, serving as a class advisor, and stepping in as assistant athletic director when needed. As the CMTA president, he has been tireless. He has been a tireless advocate for his colleagues, leading with integrity and steady purpose. Ski has been the kind of educator and leader who shows up, steps up, and gives his all. His presence in our schools has been one of consistency, strength, and heart. He will be deeply missed. Mike, thank you for your decades of service and dedication. We wish you nothing but health, happiness, and well-deserved relaxation in retirement.
On to general public comments. Members of the public who desire to address or question the board on any topic related to board work are welcome to do so at this time. Speakers are requested to sign in with the district clerk prior to approaching the board, indicate your topic of comment, keep comments brief, and to speak for no longer than 3 minutes. To appoint a spokesperson if the concern is a group concern, and to supplement verbal presentations with written reports if necessary or desired. Is there anybody who has anything to say? Informational items. The next Board of Education meeting is the reorganization and regular meeting, Wednesday, July 2nd at 5 p.m. in the district office boardroom, 539 Main Street, Sandwiches. And we're going
Before we adjourn, I just want to say one thing. So we have 2 Board of Education members that this is their final meeting as a Board of Education meeting, at least for this year. Who knows what the future has in store. But we have Marcus Babsian, who's been a board member for 6 years. I first met Marcus, I think about 12 years ago. We served together on the technology committee. And Marcus back then, as he is today, was always sort of a fierce champion of the school district. Financially, in the programs that we have for students, he's always been steadfast. One of the things that I've always appreciated about Marcus is that he's consistent. You know exactly what you're going to get from him. Because he is a person that values his principles and he loves celebrations. He really does. So, Marcus, we have a couple of things for you to sort of commemorate your 6 years as a board member and just to thank you. So we have a plaque. But you had a comment for Janine Ball at the last meeting. You said, Janine, I've been a board member for 6 years. Do you have photos of me with the other board members? So I have to give a lot of credit to Janine Ball, who actually collected the 6 years of photos with you and the other board members and collected them and put them in this collage and framed it. So it is something that, once again, what it says is thank you for 6 years of dedicated service to the Center School District. And I don't think that we're going to see the last of Marcus Babsian. I think he will always be a part of the district. I'm sure that you're going to come to meetings, probably be part of committees as we have them. I don't want to, put you on the spot. Maybe I'm just speaking, but Marcus truly loves the district. And from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate everything that you've done. Because one of the things that I just want the community to understand is that this is a volunteer position. There's no payment. There's no extra perks outside of all of the documentation information I provide them throughout the week in preparation of the agendas, which is voluminous and sometimes it's kind of daunting. And the 5 members, sometimes they have to make very, very hard decisions. And when you make hard decisions, sometimes you're going to please some members of the community and sometimes you're not. But these 5 strong, brave individuals have done it. And Marcus has done it for 2 terms. So for Marcus, for that, I thank you.
I also wanted to say thank you to Marcus too, because you've been a bit of a mentor to me, and I'm sad to see you go, but I'm also, I know you need to go back to your family, and thank you for to our district, and I know he's devoted so much time, and you deserve to have him back. But he is one of the most brilliant men that I've ever met. He had a total lack of ego, and he makes such great data-informed decisions. pragmatic, no, like, doesn't, react to the motion. He's just been a complete, pleasure to work with, and we're really gonna, it's a deficit, that we're gonna be having here, and just, wanted to say thank you so much for your service.
Do you really need a medal?
So Marcus,
No, so Ricardo, you know, we've been working together, as you said, many years in different capacities, and I have to say thank you for your kind words, very gracious words. I've always appreciated, you know, your demeanor, your willingness to work with everyone, your attitude of getting things done, very proactive, and also, you know, always working for the community. And so, you know, I thank you for that and for the relationship we've had for so many years. And I have to say, for me, this is really all about community service, right? So I'm humbled by all these kind words that people are saying this evening. But I've always seen this as, you know, an opportunity to give back to the community that I've made home. And it's about putting in time and effort, volunteering to make this a better place, to give back to not just the students, the staff, all of the people in this community. And so I really am very grateful to have had this honor and this opportunity for this many years. I think it's been a great learning experience. I look back at the 6 different boards that I worked on. They're all different, personalities change. One new member comes in and the entire makeup of the board is transformed. It's really amazing. And so, you know, this year we have 2 new members coming on. I wish you all the best. It's going to be a whirlwind year. The first year is always challenging, but I'm looking forward to the great things that you're going to do. I wish the board members that I've worked with this year all the best going forward. Good luck, Lauren. You know, we're not going to be on the board anymore. Wish you all the success in your endeavors to come. And just like to say thank you again to a bunch of people, all the board members. I regret that I would not have the opportunity to work with our student representatives on the board, but I know they're going to be very invaluable in what they provide to the board. And then last but not least, I would be greatly remiss if I didn't thank my family for all the support and for putting up with all the changes. As Ricardo said, it's an effort. An inconvenience. Sometimes you have to set aside some family time to catch up on board work, and that's always a hard decision. And it's, you know, CUC things are set in stone, that confidential matters stay on the board, and that sometimes can be challenging too. So just thank you to everyone again. I appreciated all the administrators, all of the staff that I had the opportunity to work with. And I wish everybody in the school district and in our community well, and I hope to see people in other capacities around town. So, thank you very much.
we also have an appreciation plaque that says, "Appreciation Award, Marcus Davlin. Thank you for your board leadership and dedicated service to the South Ocean Junior Free School District." Thank you, Marcus. Now, we have another board member that will be leaving us at the end of this year. This is Lauren Swansky. I've gotten to know Lauren over the last 4 years. More so this last year, as she served as the board president. And what I can say about Lauren is that she is by far one of the most passionate individuals I've ever met in my life. Outside of her and Thomasina, who's also the vice president. So every week we have an agenda setting meeting, and I have the opportunity to sit with these wonderful ladies. And they have challenged me educationally, philosophically, on almost every occasion. And I really appreciate that because I think it made me a better person, a better leader, a better thinker, and nothing gets passed along. Nothing. She spots every single thing. She could walk in a room and say, "Ricardo, why is that line like not straight?" And she points that out, but that makes us as a district so much better. It really does. She is one of the biggest advocates for the Center Ridge School District. She really is. She loves kids. She loves teachers. She loves our administrators, she loves the community, and she works well with almost everyone that she's ever communicated with. She's a great communicator, and I personally am going to mess up tremendously. I really am. I don't want to get emotional, but I really am going to miss you. You have been very instrumental in a lot of the changes we made this year. And I want the community to realize that. Changes that are made by the Board of Education and by the Celebration School District, they're not made in isolation. They're made with the input of all 5 members. And Lauren, as well as Marcus, they've been instrumental in pushing some of the changes that we brought into place this year. And I think she is going to continue to be instrumental in the seats and the audience to ensure that we are honest, that we're transparent, and that we always consider the students first. And that we consider our taxpayers. And we are trying to do what we can to ensure that we're making responsible decisions that will be for the betterment of all students. So Lauren, I am going to really, truly miss you tremendously. And I thank you for your 3 years of service as a board member. And who knows, I'm sure we'll probably see you again. So congratulations, and thank you for your years of dedication. I have some flowers here, as well as a plaque for Ms. Slansky. And it reads Appreciation Award, Lauren Slansky, thank you for your board leadership and dedicated service to the Celebration Union Free School District. Thank you, Lauren.
I have one of few words. Yeah. Well, thank you for my time here. I really appreciate it. I tried to do what was best for the community always, putting the students first, the teachers, just everything. I just tried to make everything better using my morals and values. So thank you for this time. Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to have you.